Okay, and so now we're just looking at setup, preparing your computer for our first use. After all of this is done is where you do all the user settings, as for example your username, your password, installing updates like the recommended settings for installing updates, like turning it off or having it regular. Now this is like right at the beginning. Right now we're just setting the username, so let me just put this in full screen so it looks like as if we're doing this on a new computer, which we are. It's just a virtual thing. As in I made my own computer inside this computer just to show you guys how Windows 7 installation goes on a new computer. Okay, type a username. Let's put, I don't know, let's have Dawood's name. Press next. Password, we're just gonna leave this blank. Of course it is recommended to have a password, but for this small demonstration, let's just leave it at that. Product key, this is where you enter the product key, but it's not necessary until 120 days after you install Windows 7, which the operating system will not run as a genuine version, which means that it will most likely shut off every 2 hours and will not give you the features that the genuine version supports. Anyway, so for now we're just gonna skip this product key. You can skip it, you can use the Windows 7 operating system as a regular operating system, but till 120 days, so it's like a trial version, as if you installed an antivirus of some sort for like 60 days, but it will not work afterwards. Same thing, but 120 days I believe. Let's press next. Use recommended settings. You can install important updates. These are the settings for the Windows updates to improve Windows. So use recommended settings. This will like install important and recommended updates. Recommended updates as for example Internet Explorer 9, which has just been released, and so forth. Install just important updates means just the security updates, the important ones, not the extra features that the Windows 7 update Windows 7 updates gives you, as for example Windows Live, MSN Messenger, all that stuff. Let's just use recommended settings. That'll be the best setting. Ask me later is basically you can set the stuff later. Let's just use Eastern time. This is where you set up the time. 109. Okay, press next. Home network, work network, and public network. The home network is if you're looking for security, you most likely want to press public network. As for example, over here it says you're in a coffee shop or an airport, you do not want anybody going inside your computer. So you have network discovery turned off, all that stuff, so you're not discovered in the network. The work network, it means there's a little bit of security, but at the same time you have a couple of openings in the computer in order to access the work network. The home network, usually everything is open, so you guys can share like files with each other inside the home network, inside your house, printers, all that stuff. Usually I choose public network. Let's just use home network for this demonstration. So now over here it applies the settings. And after this window is where your actual Windows 7 desktop should appear, and it is as if you installed Windows 7. Which, yeah. So let's just wait for this to finish up. Windows is finalizing your settings, it says here. And this is where Windows will open up. Here's the welcome screen as if you just logged in. preparing your desktop, because it's the first time you'll be entering your username desktop. Almost done. Bear with me here. Okay. Usually this takes a couple of minutes, so of course, as I said, the first thing you want to do in order to start all of this is entering this Windows 7 installation CD in the CD drive, starting up the computer and pressing F12. F12 usually gets you in the boot manager, or whatever key for older models. And then after the computer restarts for the first time, you want to leave it and not boot from the CD or DVD, but you want to boot from the hard drive. So you just leave everything and everything should take care of itself. That is if the second boot device is your hard drive, which should be by default, I believe, or should be the first. Either way, as you've seen in the video, you just leave it, the CD and DVD, press any key, just do not press any key. You should start Windows 7 installation from the hard drive itself, set up everything, follow the on-screen instructions, and then do the settings as we have seen. And now it is almost done. Personalizing settings is just adding the Windows desktop updates. It's adding all the settings that we have just done for the Windows update, as we have just talked about. It is almost done. And there we go. All you have to do now is just install install an AVG antivirus for free, or any antivirus you have, Microsoft Word, Firefox, whatever you want. This is just a new computer right now. Of course, updating as well is important, so let's just shut down. Alhamdulillah. That's it. Now you know how to build a computer. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.